Hello everyone, it's DJ and welcome to another episode of the RC Retirement YouTube channel or RC Retirement Podcast, whichever you prefer. Alright, today is more of an impromptu episode. I didn't really plan it, I just decided to do it. I've been doing some changes to the website based on some input I've been getting from the audience and some updates that I thought needed to be made. Alright, so as you guys know, RC Retirement is my full-time job now, and I thought you needed to know, well, if it is my job, that means I'm not doing it for charity, I'm doing it for my profession, and I should be charging for this kind of work. So, what am I charging? Pardon me while I adjust the light for the camera. So what am I charging? Well, I put up a schedule of services, of fees for services on the website now. So if you go to the website now, in fact, I'll show it on the screen here, fees for services. And that goes right to a list of various things that I would offer, like retired pay applications, or combat-related special compensation applications, survivor benefit annuities, things like that. And telephone counseling, that's something I've started doing as well. And some of these rates you might do a little bit of a double take when you first see them, but if you were to walk into a lawyer's office and ask for the same service, it's going to be significantly higher than that. And for inferior service, I can almost guarantee it every time, because you'll most of the time be dealing with lawyers who, while they might think they know something about how the military works, normally they just know how to spell military, and they don't really know how that really goes. If you want more examples of that, then just go back and listen to my series on divorces in the military and see how often lawyers get military divorces right. I'm not bashing all lawyers. There's some good ones out there. Wait a minute. Did I really say that? Never mind. Anyway, when you look at the schedule of fees here, they're really not bad at all. And in fact, if you are a Patreon subscriber and support me for $15 a month or more, you actually get a hefty discount on all of the services listed here. And you'll notice for each major item here, like retired pay applications, it works kind of like H&R Block. For each thing that has to be added, then there's an additional charge. Now, most of the time, you don't have that. Like for the standard retired pay application, there's not much to do with it. But when things start getting more complicated, that means more work for me, and obviously I have to pass that additional work on to you as additional charges, right? Now, the thing that I just started doing most recently was telephone consulting. I've been talking to some folks on the phone based on their request, and they have happily been paying the consult fee for the information I've been giving them. If you would like to have that as something I do for you, then just send me an email at dj@rcretirement.com and we can arrange a time and I can answer the questions that you have and hopefully make things easier for you for a retirement case, combat-related special compensation, whatever your issue might be. And if you need to apply for any of these benefits, be it retired pay, CRSC, whatever, I can help you with that as well. But what really made me think to make this episode was not just to put it out there that I'm trying to make money here now, although I am. It was also to show you another little tidbit on the website that would be useful to you, and of course, a little useful to me as well. So let's go back to the website and look at another feature that's been added. And of course, if you're listening on a podcast, you'll just have to imagine in your mind what I'm doing. The fees for services link that I was mentioning, for you podcast listeners, is on the top right of the website. And where we're going now on the site is on the right hand side where it says request retired pay estimate. And underneath that it says request a customized retired pay and survivor benefit premium estimate. So we'll click that link, and you can see that there is an HTML form on here now. And it looks kind of daunting because there are a lot of questions. I'm scrolling through them very quickly here. But I actually answered these questions multiple times myself while developing this form, just to see how daunting it actually is. And if you are the typical reservist, meaning you are applying for retired pay at 60, then most of it is just name, email address, state of residence, and a little bit about your service. Things like whether you're eligible for reduced retirement age, which is what all these questions here in the middle are about, you can skip. And questions like were you retired for medical reasons, you can skip. Now you might not want to skip the question about VA disability rating because that might still apply to you. Yada yada. Now moving on, we'll see a few other questions like how many children do you have, are you married, relevant questions that you would expect, not just to get a number for how much money am I going to make when I actually start getting my retired pay, because you can get that anywhere, and I've actually shown you how to calculate that yourself when you have the right information. You can do that on the back of a napkin with just a little bit of information yourself. It's not as accurate as the tools that I have, but it's close. Now, please pay attention to one thing. When you scroll down to, I see one little error here I'll have to fix. But when you scroll down to question 56, statement of understanding and consent. And the error is just I need to put a line break. It's nothing big. And I could actually leave it the same for all that matters. But question 56 here says, statement of understanding and consent. I am charging for these pay estimates. It's a minor fee. I consent to the $10 fee plus applicable sales tax for the calculation of this pay estimate. And that's all you're doing. When you send me this information, then you're asking DJ, please, do this work for me. Here's the information, and for your time, I'll give you $10 plus tax. That's reasonable, I would think. And just because someone might make a typo on their email address, I'm going to verify that the address works, through an email verification site. And when it's all done, I'll send an invoice along with the pay estimate, and you just send the $10. Easy enough. And if you want, you can even click send me a copy, and it will send you a copy of the information that you sent me. So simple as can be. And lastly, two other things I want to remind the audience of. I say these two things all the time on the radio show, but I should probably get into a better habit. In fact, there's no probably about it. I should get into a better habit of mentioning them on the radio, on the YouTube channel and on the podcast. Is I have a Patreon campaign now, which I expect over time is going to be one of the primary forms of income for this business. And I'm also an Amazon affiliate. I have multiple items that are listed on the radio tab as affiliate links. But you can also go to the right hand side of the web page, and we'll just go right over there now. So if you start from the home page right here, then on the right hand side of the page you can see shop on Amazon, and it says click here to go to Amazon. Oh look, there we are. And just by clicking that link, any items you buy there, RC Retirement will get a small commission just for sending you to Amazon through that link. And if you would be willing to simply click that link before going to Amazon, I would be most appreciative for it. Alright, so this whole video, other than showing you the form to request a pay estimate, has been pretty much a shameless plug for all manner of things to support this new business. But let me show you one interesting bit of information about how things are growing, and again how you can possibly help things grow and help me as well. I have asked before that you spread the word about RC Retirement, not just for people who are retired, but for people who are currently serving. And pardon me, I'm digging through some documents here, electronic type. I was looking at some projections on socialblade.com. You know, they're a pretty good, interesting resource for YouTube people. And as you can see right here, they have their projections for subscriber milestones. And right here is when they project RC Retirement will hit 1,000 subscribers. I think it would be really cool, as I've said before, to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And this says we'll get there 2 weeks after that. I want to prove them wrong. And obviously, I need to produce more content to put out there to entice people to come here. And I need you guys to spread the word that the content is there. So let's both do our part and prove Social Blade wrong. So that's one of the many things I'm asking. So, alright. So this whole episode, as I said, has been one big shameless plug, but it is absolutely shameless. You know, as I said, this is my profession now, and you don't make money if you don't ask for it. So I'm going to say, don't look down on me. I am trying to help you guys, and this is how you can help me continue to do this. I will continue, as always, to put out these educational videos. Those will be completely free. The podcasts, the radio shows, the articles I occasionally write, all of that will be completely free. It's just that when people approach me and when I need to actively assist with an application for benefits, then for those services I will request payment. And that's reasonable enough, I believe. Alright, so this episode is going to be a numbered episode, but it will not take the place of a Wednesday episode. There will be another one coming up soon, or a Thursday episode for podcast. So, look forward to another episode soon. I thank you for your attention and ask that, again, you spread the word about the channel, about the podcast, and all the other various forms of this particular website, channel, podcast, radio, all of it. Let people know that the information they need to improve their benefits use is out there, and bring them here. I can't do it without you. I'm one man, but I can certainly put the information here and help you guys. So it's a team effort, just like always. Once again, thank you for your time and for being part of this audience. I greatly appreciate all of you. Have a great night, and I will see you again on Wednesday. Until then.
If you liked what you heard on today's episode, then please go below and give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. Also, please let other people know about this channel and the information it can provide for them. If you have questions or comments, then please have no qualms about posting them in the comments section below. Please remember the RC Retirement YouTube channel and the RC Retirement website are not recognized or endorsed by the Department of Defense, the Department of Veterans Affairs, or any other government agency. The information presented in these resources are for entertainment and informational purposes only. Also, the content of either of these resources should not be considered financial or legal advice. Please consult with your own legal counsel, accountant, or financial planner before making any decisions based on what you have learned here. As always, thank you for watching the RC Retirement YouTube channel.